Dear students, welcome to our class on weather forecasting for agriculture 10. Actually, what I am interested to explain in this class are basically there are certain methods for forecasting the heavy rainfall. As far as our course, agriculture meteorology is concerned, we are not concerned with detailed or in-depth analysis of either system analysis or development or monitoring or anything, but there are such a standard operating procedures, what we call SOP. So from that angle, we try to understand in this class 4 things we try to understand. Number 1, forecasting techniques of heavy rainfall. Actually, in the forecasting techniques, what we follow is a diagnostic method by using several inputs. That's what we discuss now. Then, monitoring, forecasting, and warning systems for heavy rainfall. Monitoring and warning. We just monitor, warn. Standard operating procedure is there. Of course, there are certain steps in monitoring of heavy rainfall. Finally, analysis is done and decision making is done and dissemination is done. How we do it for the heavy rainfall in this class we study. For the local heavy rainfall forecast. Heavy rainfall forecast at the national level, at the regional level, at the meteorological center level we discuss in this class. At the local level in the next class. Class number 11 we try to understand. Now, so in this class what we are discussing? We are discussing what are weather forecasting for agriculture, lecture number 10. Heavy rainfall with reference to methods. As I said, pattern matching, that's what we call the diagnosis. What is meant by diagnosis is that we just dissect. We just go to previous weather data already available, current data available, and the updatings from different inputs like numerical weather prediction, radars, satellites, all these things combinedly we put. That's what we call it as a diagnostic method. Diagnostic method means, once again, I would like to impress upon you that pattern matching. Earlier, what were the conditions? Under which conditions heavy rainfall occurred? Presently, satellite, radar, numerical weather prediction model, inputs, what we take it. The third one is we analyze it and then we give a final output and then we go for a decision making, follow certain steps and we disseminate it to the end users. But we are concerned with farmers, agriculture, that is agriculture crop, animals, horticulture plantations, fisheries and forest. We are confined to only that much area. Now, the forecasting techniques of heavy rainfall. At present, the heavy rainfall event or over an area or location is predicted based on the diagnostic meteorology. Diagnostic meteorology. What is meant by diagnostic meteorology? I just gave a overall idea half minute back. Now, what is diagnostic meteorology? Covering synoptic, upper air data analysis, synoptic and upper air data analysis, and preparing the synoptic climatology or pattern matching. That's what I told 1 minute back. Synoptic climatology or pattern matching. So, which pattern of the previous episode is matching here? Okay, with various inputs. What are the various inputs? As I told, numerical weather prediction model of products, satellites, radar observations, etc. Once again, for your academic interest, synoptic and upper air data analysis and preparing synoptic climatology or pattern matching, various numerical weather prediction model outputs and also satellite and radar observation we use in the diagnostic method. So, heavy rainfall is occurring in one area. How? We just take previous weather phenomena. Okay, is there anything matching with the pattern matching? Again, latest inputs from numerical weather prediction, radars, satellites, whatnot. Synoptic. Excellent. Upper air, wonderful. So all these latest inputs also we add with the pattern matching, and then we give the heavy rainfall forecast. How we give it in the diagnostic method is that synoptic analogs or pattern matching or methods where past heavy rainfall, past means past episodes of rainfall cases are analyzed and various products are diagnosed systematically and dynamically to find various conditions that cause heavy rainfall. Various conditions that cause heavy rainfall are diagnosed by this information. Now, numerical weather forecasting model analysis, NWF, that's what numerical weather forecasting model analysis, and forecasted winds, areas of stronger wind shear, moisture availability, dynamic features like vorticity, convergence, divergence. These are all the dynamic features. These are the dynamic features at various levels of the atmosphere are also used in this to get the pattern. What is the pattern? As past cases are associated with the present events. Past cases are associated with the present. Once again, I would like to use one use that numerical weather forecasting outputs. Then forecasted winds, dynamical systems anamata. What is that? Vorticity, convergence, divergence at various levels of the atmosphere. In addition to wind shear, okay, moisture availability. All these things are most on the dot, okay, and matching pattern with the others. So we do it here. So some of the major features are diagnosed which are favorable to cause the heavy rainfall events. We finalize it. Usually, what are the in this diagnostic weather? What else do we do? What are the conditions where we got the heavy rainfall? Just for your academic interest, in the lower Himalayan ranges, what happens is okay, what is happening in general. For example, you take other than lower Himalayan ranges, first step you take it major cyclonic systems like cyclone system or depression, monsoon lows or depression, while moving causes heavy rainfall. Usually, a cyclone system causes heavy rainfall. There is no ambiguity in that. At the same time, okay, monsoon lows, depression okay, cyclone depression also causes. But coming to the Himalayas, lower ranges of Himalayas, as far as India is concerned. Okay, active monsoon trough, offshore trough, okay, trough, okay, incomplete isobars, troughs, okay. So with the stronger moisture laden easterly or westerly, west coast and Gujarat, orographic lifting, monsoon trough, offshore trough during breaking or revival of the monsoon, southwest monsoon particularly, breaking or revival of the breaking phase or revival phase we call it. Technically, while we are writing, breaking phase, revival phasing of the southwest monsoon. That time also we get the heavy rainfall. Heavy rainfall, these are the usual conditions we get. And again, based on the numerical weather prediction models, what the India Meteorological Department is doing nowadays is that presently the Ministry of Earth Sciences of India, okay, it runs around 10 regional and global models with various resolutions. And rainfall products are prepared different, okay, resolutions at different resolutions. At least 10 regional and global models, we use it and finally we get the product. Standard operating procedure of heavy rainfall monitoring. First we monitor it, then we forecast it and we give the warning. Monitor, forecast, warning. What is the standard procedure? At present, the heavy rainfall is monitored. First what we do, we just monitor. Then we go for forecasting. Then we give warnings. Now, of course, at the end, we give the actions to be taken also. That also we discuss after 2 to 3 minutes from now. That is another step I would like to share with you. At present, the heavy rainfall is monitored and predicted based on synoptic, satellite, radar, numerical weather prediction or numerical weather forecasting techniques. These are the techniques. First, number one, we do it. We just what do? We monitor. All this data and products are analyzed for what? For forecasting. Okay, and discussed through video conferencing among all the forecasters across the country to arrive at a consensus decision on a likelihood of heavy rainfall and its impact. Okay, impact based from B to do, B, what will be to what it will do. Okay, that's what I discussed after in the third class, in the lecture number 11 I discussed. Now, so we do it. What are the steps for monitoring here? First, what we are doing, monitoring. What are the steps of monitoring? First, what we do? At present, the heavy rainfall is monitored and predicted based on synoptic. That means synoptic level. Satellites, radar and numerical weather forecasting are numerical weather prediction models outputs. From there we get the output we use as the input here in the monitoring of the heavy rainfall. Not only monitoring but forecasting also, finally warning also. We use it at every stage. Now, what are the steps involved for monitoring the heavy rainfall? Number one, routine retrieval and review of scheduled bulletins. There are certain bulletins which are scheduled. We definitely take them into consideration. This is the first step we do. Routine retrieval and review of scheduled bulletins. Routine retrieval and review of all remotely sensed data. Okay. Now, scheduled bulletins, okay, we get it. Remotely sensed data also we get it. Maintenance of continuous watch for the arrival of unscheduled data like intense precipitation, okay, advisory reports of actual heavy rainfall occurring, etc. These are also taken into consideration. Heavy rainfall forecast techniques for predicting heavy rainfall over a region use synoptic, radar, satellite, numerical weather prediction or numerical weather forecasting techniques. Now here, very interesting thing I would like to share with you, analysis and forecasting. First we are monitoring it in a stepwise, what we discussed in the last 1.5 minutes. Now, what we do, analysis and forecasting. We give the forecasting. Finally, warning, you remember. How we give the forecast? Forecasters will analyze actual weather charts. Forecasters across the country analyze the weather forecast. They sit together along with supporting, sitting to a video conference at a particular time, 8:30 hours morning, after receiving data at 10:30 hours, they sit in the video conferencing. That is SOP, standard operating procedure. That's what I heard, that's what I learned, that's what I found in the books, that's what I had discussed with my friends before I have taken this course. Okay, now, forecasters will analyze actual weather charts along with the supporting numerical weather prediction and satellite radar products to assess the three things: intensity, position and direction of the movement of the weather system. So three, this bit will come: intensity, position and behavior of the movement of the weather systems. Through what forecasters will analyze. They analyze it through weather charts, numerical weather prediction, radars, satellite, and finally what they do? Intensity, position and direction of the movement of the weather systems. First they will do that one. Second thing is after processing all weather data, a duty officer will be there. He will issue heavy rainfall over the area of responsibility if expected. Not if expected. Even if it is not expected, his responsibility is no heavy rainfall. He has to say this is a mandatory. It's a mandatory. He is mandated with saying this word. If heavy rainfall is not there, he has to give no heavy rainfall. That also is included. Now, here, the forecaster will analyze all the received data. The forecaster will issue a bulletin or warning on the basis of the observations or messages received from his colleagues through video conferencing. Okay. Now, in case no heavy rainfall, that's what I told a half minute back. In case no heavy rainfall is expected, the concerned forecasters will issue a warning nil. WARNING, warning nil. That also is responsibility. Finally, in this class, we try to understand decision making process. Somebody has to take the decision. It's mandatory. Who is mandatory? For giving the heavy rainfall. HRW, heavy rainfall warning. India Meteorological Department, National Weather Forecasting Center located at Delhi is mandated with it under the Ministry of Earth Sciences. There is no ambiguity there. Now, okay. Numerical, the inputs are there. Now, National Weather Forecasting Center issue subdivision-wise heavy rainfall warning for the whole country. State Weather Forecasting Center, okay, or Regional Weather Forecasting Centers, the State Weather Forecasting Center, also we call it the National Centers, the state capitals, okay. Now, they also issue, okay, subdivision-wise heavy rainfall warning for the district. For the district level, they will go. NWFC will go only to the whole country. They go to the district level, who? SWFC and RWFC, and issuing heavy rainfall warning is the sole responsibility of the concerned Meteorological Center and the Regional Meteorological Center. Issuing heavy rainfall responsibility is delegated to Meteorological Center located at state level and also RWFC, Regional Weather Forecasting Center. However, they will discuss the matter with the National Weather Forecasting Center. They are the mandator. They have to give, however, they have to discuss with the central authority. There is no ambiguity. Authority is authority. They are supreme, no doubt at all. They discussed the matter with the NWFC, National Weather Forecasting Center, by 10:30 hours IST, based on the data of 8:30 hours through tele or video conferencing. Now, finally, decision making and final forecast. Decision making, final forecast. How it is done? Based on all inputs from numerical weather predictions and objective consensus will be drawn with reference to occurrence or non-occurrence of the event. Occurrence or non-occurrence also they will decide, both deterministic and probabilistic. Deterministic means, see, 100 students are there. They are given some ID numbers. An exam is conducted in the meteorology or agricultural meteorology. Deterministic. And then we give the midterm marks, we give the quiz marks, we give the practical marks, we give the final theory marks, and finally we get the how much is GPA, grade point average. Similarly, deterministic means pakka, perfect information. Even probabilistic. So different probabilistic sense. Innumerable probabilistic. I always follow step-down regression. Regression is the best one. In that, I follow for agricultural meteorology step-down regression, both for my M.Sc and Ph.D. Several of my students worked on the step-down regression. Why I am telling you is that this particular occurrence, its duration, its dissipation, its time of occurrence, duration, dissipation, based on the probabilistic, deterministic models. They use it. Finally, subjective guidance will be developed to moderate the objective consensus. We come to an objective consensus. Subjective description is provided. It is a mandate of the M.Sc, Meteorological Center, or Regional Weather Forecasting Centers, as far as heavy rainfall is concerned. Thanking you for your patient hearing.